Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And yeah, I'm doing a tarot reading. This is kind of crazy. Usually I'll do the quick to read tarots mostly during the week. And I was planning on doing the quick to read tarot until I started doing the pre-shuffle. And this particular deck was the one that called to me as well. Hold on, I'm trying to get the lighting. It's showing the tarot, but it's not showing the name of the deck. Gregory Scott Tarot Deck. Which this is actually one of my favorite decks, by the way. But this one was calling to me this morning, and I was like, well, before I pick it, let me look at some of the other decks. And then I was like, something was like, nope, go ahead and pick this deck. So I picked the deck, I pull it out, and I always check the bottom of the deck. And it was the Eight of Wands, which you know is about fast communication, fast movement. And something that I was picking up was someone is searching for answers. Is what they're doing. I feel this is full moon related because don't forget the full moon in Taurus is tomorrow on November the 8th. It's so crazy that I'm saying November right now. This year has just flown by. But today's November the 7th. We've already entered into the full moon because don't forget, if you watch my full moon reading for the collective, I mentioned that it starts on the 7th. And it's official on the 8th because it's like 98% on the 7th and then 100% on the 8th with the moon, if you follow the moon calendar. So, yeah, I feel that some people are already feeling the effects. Now, as I was doing the pre-shuffle, this card came out, which was very interesting to me. Because I was like, oh, Four of Swords, and then I was thinking about rest. But then I had put the card back down. And something told me to pick it up again. If you notice in this particular deck, this is a, not a guillotine. It's I forgot the other term for it, but it's the thing that swings, the blade that swings and it gets closer and closer and closer until it slices, someone. So with this, I was looking at that and I was like, okay, someone is more than likely having sleepless nights because they're under some type of deadline or they feel they're under a deadline. Well, crazy thing is when I was like, because I separate the cards in piles, like piles of 5 or 6 or whatever. And I was just like, well, let me just lift up this pile right quick and see what else is in here. So at the bottom was the 5 of Pentacles. And I was like, okay, so for some of them, this is a money issue. For others of them, it could be something related to health. But I feel like somebody has a deadline. Maybe there's a bill that has to be paid or they have to get a certain amount of money in. Or they're looking to increase their money. I was like, okay, let me see what else is in the deck. So this was at the bottom. Or should I say the pile? This was at the bottom. So you have the Four of Swords, which dealing with, in this case, sleepless nights or some type of deadline. Also, somebody feels like they're restrained. This isn't voluntary rest right here. This is someone who's restrained, is what this is. And that can go back to the 5 of Pentacles, which was at the bottom of the pile. Now, right after the 4 of Swords is the Wheel of Fortune. So, with that, this is letting me know whatever is going on with this energy here, with this 4 of Swords, but this is more like a trapped 4 of Swords energy where you feel like you're immobilized. Something's going to change, and it will change fast. I'm going back to the 8 of Wands energy. And I feel like it will be unexpected. I feel like I'm hearing that somebody's fighting for scraps. But now you're going to get what is due to you. It's going to change. And I feel you'll get it because you're seeking out the answers. I feel there's a deadline on something. Like it's like, okay, I need to have this done by this date in order to get out of this energy where you feel like there's a blade hanging over you ready to slice you at any time. And because of that, you're making quick movement to seek the answers to get you out of this situation. Is what you're doing. And you will find the answer because the Wheel of Fortune, is right after it. Now, right after the Wheel of Fortune is the Six of Cups. So this is something that will make you happy. It's something that will make you happy. And Six of Cups is water energy. Also, Wheel of Fortune is fixed and Jupiter energy. So Six of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, which also we're in Scorpio season and it's a full moon in Taurus. I feel like there will be something that's activated based off of your actions or maybe your past actions. But there's something that's happening. There's some type of change that's happening that will bring you a lot of happiness. And there's going to be a lot of passion to it as well with the Knight of Wands here. Now, I will go ahead and say for some of you, there could be something relationship connected where you've known someone for a while and now it may become somewhat serious, or they're giving the impression they want it to be serious. Also, what this could be too is this could be someone, the deadline. Remember the deadline I was telling you about? I feel like someone's under a deadline. Some of you may have given someone a deadline and said, hey, if you don't get serious with me by such and such date, I'm gone. I'm not waiting around for you. That may be going on. And then this person, because you put them on time out, so they're on time out rested, and you're giving them time to think, okay, what do you want? And this thing swinging is their deadline. It's like you need to make a decision. And because you set boundaries, Wheel of Fortune, they're like, okay, yeah, you are the one that I want to be with. So it could be that for some of you, but honestly, I'm not really tapping into that energy. The energy I'm tapping into is someone is looking for answers because they're on a deadline. They're going to find those answers, but it is something because someone feels like they're trapped and they want to break free of something. Now, again, there will be a celebration because the Three of Cups is here. Is what's happening. The Three of Cups is here. So there's some celebration for this, for what you find. Now, I'll give you a quote from a show that I watched many years ago. It only survived one season, which I was mad about that because they left the season on a cliffhanger because I don't know who got shot at the end. And I'm still upset about that, but we're not going to talk about that right now. What he said to her was the girl that was pursuing him. She kept asking him questions because she wanted to learn more about him because he was kind of mysterious. And he said to her, be careful asking questions. And then she was like, why? He said, because you might get answers. For some of you, as you're on this quest to get this information and you're seeking out the truth and answers to get you out of a situation, you may discover other things that you don't care for. Four Cups. But that's going to be part of the journey. Now, some of those things may bring about confusion because Four Cups plus the Three of Cups is the Seven of Cups. So there may be a lot of information in front of you and you may feel confused by some of the information. But I'm sure that you'll go ahead and the information that's not needed, you will set it to the side. Also, Four of Cups minus the Three of Cups is the Ace of Cups. There's something buried within this information that you're going to receive, that you're seeking out, that is going to bring you happiness. It is going to bring you, or it will, I don't like the word going. It will bring you freedom. It will bring you a new beginning. It will bring you expansion, is what it will do with the Wheel of Fortune. And then when you were feeling like you were under a blade, as if you had a deadline, all of that will be released. The lack or feeling left out in the cold, like you just can't get to the thing that you need, will be released. So these are the cards that came out. I'll take one more card from the deck just to see if there's any other messages. Energy for the collective for this message. Energy for the collective for this message. Energy for the collective, for this message. What is it that the collective needs to hear? Something told me to check this. What is this? Hierophant. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a commitment from somebody. Remember when I was talking about earlier, you may have given someone a deadline and they're coming back in. There's going to be a commitment from somebody. For others of you, this is just, there will be something more stable. Maybe the thing that you're looking for is to get you out of an unstable situation, which going back to that Four of Swords energy. And this thing coming in will be a lot more stable. Also, some of you might be in some type of leadership position because the Hierophant is a leader, faith-based, but still a leader nonetheless. Some of you may be in faith-based stuff. Some of you might be tarot readers like moi, or working in the spiritual profession. So, yeah, bottom of the deck, yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely getting a promotion with Eight of Pentacles, and then the Hierophant, where people are looking to you for something. Some of you might be going into human resources. I don't know why I just heard that. Thank you. Yeah, you felt like you're trapped. This is going back to what I was talking about before, devil energy. There's been this toxic energy around you, and you're looking for a way, because devil energy is Five of Pentacles, being this lack mentality, feeling left out, feeling less than, not being recognized. For something I just heard, you're just good to look at. That's some people's mentality. It's almost like you're the aesthetic, where they can say, oh, I have this person, that type of energy, and you're saying no more. You don't want to be that person. You're not looking to just be decoration. You're looking to be viewed for your talents and your gifts. And okay, that just really came out. What is this? Two of Swords. So in blocking people out, that's going to be going on too, where once the stability is truly there, or whatever, once you find whatever it is you're looking for that gives you the freedom. I heard something really powerful this morning when I was listening to a motivational thing, and I just never really thought about that. The guy said the opposite of freedom is slavery. I feel for some of you, you feel like a slave. I really do. But you're going to block that out. Two of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Also, devil energy is Capricorn energy. For that, are there any other cards, any other messages? Wow, that, you see how that won't go back in? You see the card right there? What is this? The Emperor. I was almost about to bring up Aries, but again, this is someone taking control. This is because, don't forget, the Hierophant is about structure, and then also the Emperor is about structure. Hierophant is more about commitment. But with the Emperor card coming out, some of you will be bossing up. Some of you will be the boss, is what it will be. And then Seven of Pentacles, you're planting the seeds. Doesn't this look like a Nine of Pentacles card? This really looks like a Nine of Pentacles card. I feel there's going to be some independence. You're planting the seeds, but this is definitely Seven of Pentacles. You see? Hold on. If I can, you see the 7? So yeah, it's definitely Seven of Pentacles, but it looks like Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, you're planting the seeds. You're making your exit. You're looking for answers. Thank you. What is this? Queen of Wands. Some of you are really going to let yourself shine. One other thing I heard in the motivational thing I was listening to this morning, they were talking about a lion, and they were like, a lion does what it wants. A lamb or a sheep follows. A lion leads. A lion doesn't follow anyone. You see the lion in the back, in the picture in the back with the Queen of Wands? You're marching to the beat of your own drum, because I feel like enough is enough, because you're not looking to be a slave. You're not looking to be in lack. And then, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you're not looking to be trapped anymore. Eight of Swords. But also, you're looking for answers. You're looking for the answers to give you the key to break out of this bondage. Woo! Wow. Tower card fell down in reverse. That's letting me know that some of you don't want to take a leap of faith. which was mentioned in the full moon in Taurus reading, talking about taking risk. The moon, what I tell you, fear. Some of you are afraid. And then under that is the high priestess. Now, for others of you, you're keeping it secret what you're doing, especially with the moon followed by the high priestess. Don't forget, full moon tomorrow. So it's kind of interesting that that's coming out with the high priestess. Some of you are going to find out secrets tomorrow. I already told you that in the full moon in Taurus reading because the truth card came out during the pre-shuffle. So yeah, there's going to be something that you find out more than likely during this full moon tomorrow. And if you don't find it out tomorrow, then expect it to be probably sometime this week. Woo. Okay, yep. 2 more cards came out. 8 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. So some of you may be doing some long distance traveling for whatever reason. Something may come up and you have to do long distance traveling. Some of you may be doing long distance traveling because you're looking for answers. Because 2 of Wands deals with making a choice, but also it deals with long term is what it deals with. And then of course, 8 of Wands is communication and movement. It's very fast communication and movement. Some of you may have to up and leave and go somewhere for something that is long distance last minute. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I feel that you're making movements in the right direction. Yeah, Page of Swords, information. Some of you will definitely are receiving information. You're receiving a message is what's happening with the Page of Swords. All right. But again, I feel like you're searching for answers to free yourself from bondage is what you're doing. And that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, be blessed.